Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We are in the garden and we have just seen some information about Giada's past. And now we are heading further into the garden. Well, that's a Mash folk. That's Wodika, huh? Hey Wodika.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
You in the garden?
I'm everywhere my tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Well, why don't you explain then, instead of insulting me?
Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
Interesting. Also, I remember earlier in the game I was saying that what was interesting about this one is you were seeing the world from a different point of view. You were no longer talking to gods. And now we're literally talking to gods. But I guess the difference of the Watcher talking to gods and this character talking to gods is that there was a level of respect for the Watcher. It wasn't like you were on the same level as them, but like, they recognized what you were and they gave you a little, like, kudos for it. For us, we are thoroughly just beneath Wodika here. Let's say, I don't believe it, that was you?
Who else would have the strength?
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
You couldn't reach the living land, so your mage folk did your dirty work. You didn't know Sapodal would attack you, why not wait and see? Wait, Sapodal could destroy all of Eora? What do you mean? Or admit that you felt threatened by a god you couldn't control? Let's say Sapodal could destroy all of Eora? What do you mean?
Chaos has no respect for borders. It goes where it will. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
Then the godless.
The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
Well, their worship challenged your authority, you were never going to let them live. Why did it have to come to this? You massacred them, or you could have found a way to contain Sapodal without senseless death. Let's say, why did it have to come to this?
The crime dictates the punishment. Its mere existence is a threat.
Why not have Sapodal join you? Did you ever consider that? Or even consider that? We know that they did in some ways, but...
And expose my fellow gods to the corruption. Don't be absurd.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
Sapodal is lashing out because of Adir. Not true. Sapodal is lashing out all the time. It's not your order, it doesn't mean it's anarchy. Whatever the answer is, the living lands can't go on like this. I've seen what Sapodal is capable of, it concerns me too. Let's say, it concerns me too.
Then you understand the gravity of the task ahead. You are here now, There's still time to succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
Ooh, Ludwig failed. I guess she failed by giving the job to us, but still. How? I can't kill a god. I can't do that to Sapadal. Get out of the garden. I don't want to do this, but if the whole world is at stake. Or someone should have finished what you started long ago. Let's say how? I can't kill a god.
Your soul, it is tethered to you. Only you can siphon its essence into yourself.
Oh no. No. You can't do this to me, game. I'm going to siphon Sapadal's essence into ourselves and we're going to become Sapadal and we're going to be going back into the past, and it's the same thing that I said was going to happen the moment they mentioned time travel. Why would you mention time travel if you weren't going to have time travel? Oh, no. Okay. Let's say I don't want to do this, but if the whole world is at stake.
The path of justice is fraught. Only the strong may follow it. I leave you with a warning. The false god's essence is strong here. It taints all it touches. My magfolk may be hostile to you. Stay vigilant and remember your oath.
What oath?
Never understood Wodika's appeal. Still don't.
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
Yeah, it's wild. Alright. Well, I hate that. Sounds horrible. There's something up here. There's definitely a platform here. We can't make that jump. No, we can't make that jump. That's not happening. Must get there from the other side. These are horrible noises, though. Small dire blight. Is that really the only thing down here? Well.
10.
Blast it. That's the skeleton fighters who are making that noise. Right. There we go. We got him to attack it. Nice. Around here. More skeletons. Bounce it. And barbarian, get very shocked. Right. There's a magfolk orison. Also, this kind of implies this isn't the way to go because it's got loot at the bottom of it. More money. There isn't a shop though. Oh, I guess we could go up there. Yeah, okay. Life is a prayer. Is a task done? In just one task time, we marched upon the land and subdued all the insisted and shattered their dwellings. We made meal of their bones and packed it into concrete so that it would not re-enter the land. We extirpated their tongue and their disbeliefs forever. From their rulers we received surrender, and unto those rulers we deliver ruin, thus always to the godless. Now God function is not prayed back to us in 10 multiples of the task time. If we cannot receive God function's feedback, we cannot know if we are approaching God, and if we are not approaching God, then we are withdrawing from God. It is wrong to withdraw from God. We must pray to the God function to provide prayback. But 10 multiples of the task time in prayer have gone unanswered. Without God function, the higher cameral of our minds is missing. Unlocked with sarcophagus key, but nothing else. Well, that is intriguing. Well, there's no key here, so he may have to be back. Climbing up. And up. And up. That gets us here. And up. Oop. And up. And up. So where are we on the map? Okay, so we're going back into the godless shrine on this side. Yeah, I see where we're going. Alright, that makes sense. See if there's anything around here to use or do. A way to drop down that way. Alright. seems a little bit too easy. Right. Quick save. What are we fighting here? We're fighting that. Yep, we're fighting that.
I liked them better when they were dead.
Hit it. Blast it. Keep hitting it. Hold it. Boom. Jump on it. That makes sure it stays in place for this. Blast it. And charge and shoot it. Nice. And it's dead.
Next one's mine.
Nice. Got our essence back.
Not bad, Marius.
Ooh, that's a lot of loot. Alright, we'll grab that. That. No sarcophagus key yet. Just checking for traps. Alright. Is the key in the sarcophagus? No. Alright. This side, nothing going on there. Quick save. Continue in. Well, destroy those for the regen. Get the health potion. Seems like a trap. Seems like this whole thing's a trap.
I know that place, right?
You may. So this is Marius's one, I'm assuming.
Well,
So way down there.
that was...
Let's go in here. Did we just skip Marius's? Oh no, this is his family. Marius? Marius, can we... Right, we'll do... Oh, the save is at the start. Marius. Want to talk about this? Is there anything I can click to trigger a talking about this section? Does he have to not be in our party for him to talk about this? He's looking at... Oh, there we go.
Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened.
That's Iancu, right?
Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
This is an echo from within your soul, Marius, or perhaps memories from your friend's spirit.
I can't be certain of that. I know that I am here, and for a purpose.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
Well, take your time, my friend. We'll be right here with you.
Right. Okay, I can do this. Let's get into it.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Razvan is dead.
Yes. He is here as well. I don't think he particularly wanted to see you. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
Well, let's see what we're gonna say here. Well, you do that by living the best you can for the rest of your life.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
Well, what is there to do? You're old friends, brothers. This relationship can survive worse than this.
What? Worse than Ianku's tragic death?
I can't say I loved that part most.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
Well, you've grown a lot, Marius. I'm proud of you.
I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Rest well, Ianku.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Alright. Well, we'll leave them be. I can already see what the next one's going to be. Next one is almost certainly going to be Kai and Tama. Or one of the next ones is going to be Kai and Tama. And then, well, I suppose the one after that, Yardsley and, well, I don't know. Wild Walker Gloves, another part of the Wild Walker set. Critical hit chance. Critical hits have a 15% chance to root the enemy in place. Right. Just gonna skip till we get to the point that's about this. Even before a journey into the Beyond, the Wild Walker possessed a powerful mastery of plant-controlling magic. These gloves, crafted by our own hands, possess the power to call upon the natural world to ensnare the wearer's foes. Okay. Send that away then. Right, we don't need it currently. Although, it's definitely interesting because we do crit quite a bit more than you would expect. Ooh, wonderful. Lockbox. More money. Okay, there's definitely going to be a shop or something near the end here. I don't know, maybe Yardsley's is a shop. Maybe she doesn't have unresolved trauma. I mean, yeah, Kai definitely does. I don't think Yardsley's told us about any unresolved trauma either. Maybe Fior being destroyed. Maybe that's her unresolved trauma. It's very recent, but
Quiet, Nimdut.
maybe that's it.
Up 10.
There we go.
Coming from your right.
Ow, that hurt a lot.
Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Take Worth and roll.
Trying to hit the wizard with some of that. Hit him.
I felt that.
Ow, yeah, I saw him on my right there.
Take Worth and roll.
Hit the wizard. Like, all of these are crits. That's what I'm saying by we crit more than you think we would. Ow. That's a wild jump. Given what else, like, given that it was being knocked back. Alright. Grab that. Grab the dragon hide. Over here. Get this. I think that there is a chance, by the way, that Marius actually wants to speak to us now. I think that this is the way for him to do that. Right. Because this is going to drop us in the water. Yeah. So Marius almost certainly wants to speak to us now. So we'll go and speak with him. And maybe I'll get rid of the notification saying speak to Marius. Do a quick save here as well, just while we're in the area. Also means we must be very... Well, no, that was the fire area. I was going to say we must be very close to that fire area, but obviously we were just there.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people.
Did it give you any peace to see your childhood friend again?
I think it did. He really did seem at peace, right? I imagine most encounters with dead old friends don't go so well. I owe a lot of that to you, Envoy. You helped me be someone who could handle Sokka like that. Thank you. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise.
Well, this isn't really what any of us expected.
I guess not, huh? You probably never expected to die and come right back either. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Yeah, quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Not
Right.
before I've done some reading.
Right, and he now no longer wants to speak to us. I do have another theory about what might happen at the end here, by the way, based upon what Marius was saying, and kind of like, I'm getting the vibe. The other option is that the only way to get rid of Sapadal is to, you know... like, maybe if we're linked to Sapadal, if we get rid of Sapadal, we get rid of ourselves. That's a pretty common one. So it could happen. That's why there was a spot we could stand here, because if we can... Yeah, so that we can get up this way. Makes sense. Do I need more essence regen? Oh, I need to... Right, yeah, you need to have your weapon out, or it doesn't show you how much regen you actually have. Yes, I need a lot more essence regen. Oh, I need to cook, because these are not good enough anymore. Okay, let's hope that we're alright. We have a lot of essence potions, but... Yeah, natural regen might take a while. There's a dead mage folk, I think. Or mag folk.
If anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running.
Well, that's moving.
Throw up 10.
And then one of those. And then shoot it. I think the other one might join in here, by the way. Shoot it. Keep attacking. Root it. It has a ranged attack, huh? Yeah, the other one's moving. Shoot it.
I have the shot.
The bounce was cool. Jump.
Give me a second.
That got them both taunted and gave him attack damage. Now I can shoot this and it'll bounce. That was good.
Let's see what you got.
Right. Attack. Pillar. Chug some essence regen and boom. Little electricity. Root it. There we go. Shoot it. Ow, that hurt. Good to know.
Let me catch my breath. I say.
Right. Use the rock to hide ourselves slightly.
Throw up 10.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the wall didn't block any of those shots. Alright. So it does that lean forward. I keep thinking it's going to do a jump. It doesn't do a jump, it does an attack. So what you need to do is you need to immediately dodge to a side. Or get behind cover. Yeah. Alright. Well, we're not that far behind. We're just before the fight. Difficult fight, though. Also, I know it said... Well, no. I was going to say I know it said we're at the point of no return, but could we go back to the shops? Probably not. I'm trying to think whether we could do any crafting or anything, which we probably can do. But, yeah. Let's grab that.
If anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running.
Hit it. And blast. Fire. Shoot it. That was a terrible first move because I missed the ice. And then cast the wrong spell. There we go. Ice. Shoot it. And shoot it. There we go. He finally shot it. Took him a while. Alright. It's away from the other one. Half HP is when that second one spawns. Okay, dodging backwards, very stupid. Did work, but very stupid. Root it. Heal. Essence. Fire. Hit this one. Shoot that one.
Let's see what you got.
Big ice pillar.
Eon Seek.
Well, how about one of these? How does this look? That's very good. Okay.
Eckworth and Roth.
Okay. That does not lock on at all. Alright.
I say.
Hit it. Well, Marius just tanked one of the things that killed us previously.
Come and get me.
There we go. Hit it.
Eckworth and Roth.
Fire. Heal.
He's ahead.
It brings some, it should bring, what's it called? Some dream thralls back to help us. Although it didn't seem to do that. Maybe there weren't any corpses for them to work off of.
Nice job, everyone.
Right. We need to do some crafting at some point to get ourselves more regen, but that's okay. Oh, we're down here! Oh. Alright then. Ring of Amplification. There we go. Power attack causes larger hit reactions. Heavy iron rings like these are generally used by vanguard soldiers and shock troopers to break enemy shield walls or heavily fortified positions. Though the benefit of these rings is clear to see when enemies are sent staggering, the increased sense of bravado they instill in their wearers can often lead them to an early grave. Yeah, so that would also be really good with wands, right? Because the wand bouncing, you could do something quite good with that. We know there's one over here as well, we saw. Yeah, that stuff. Okay. I'm assuming the last party camp has to be at the final area. So, let's go down here. There's also a strangled Adra as well. I forgot there's a strangled Adra somewhere. Where's our way down? Did I miss it? I thought it was down to the right here. Oh, I did miss it. Okay. It's just not very easy to see if you don't know what's there. Alright. So, over this way. We're now going to do some crafting. Very quickly. Right. All the way over to the crafting menu, which is in here. And then we're going to go in here. All leaf tea is great to make. Let's make that. Craft. What does it need us to have? Fruit. We don't have any fruit. Do I have anything that can make fruit? No, I might as well make the cured versions of these. No reason not to. I might as well make the stews and the sausages. Let's make the stew first. And then the sausages. There we go. Because those are the only ones that actually turn into that sort of stuff. What does this one use? Honey or fruit? Yeah, I guess I could make that. Also make the cheese wheel out of these. I can then turn the cheese wheel into, like, cheese slices, right? I guess not. Maybe I need something else to do that. And the Blessed Day Beasts. We'll do 8 of those while we're here. Here, none of these are going to give us any regen. Alright. Good to know. Yeah, so we're missing fruit. That's the main thing we're missing. So if we do find a shop, we know what we need. We need fruit. Luckily, we got a little essence regen there. We got some solid essence regen items. Oh, there we go. Now we can actually see the number going up rather than me just clicking it. Yeah, now we're back into useless stuff. Okay. That's fine. So, how much essence regen do we have? Yeah, we have about 3,000, which is about 10 of those fully recharged essence bars. That's the problem with our new spells. They cost way more essence than our previous spells. There we go. That bit's a little weird. I think it's because they want to stop you doing exactly what we did, or we wanted to do previously, which is trying to glitch your way through there. Might as well shoot that while we're here. Need 4 of these, maybe? Maybe. You know that one's here. Oh, you needed 2. Alright. It's interesting. Oh, Tama's grave.
Tama's cairn? What's that doing here?
Are you seeing this too? No. No. This can't be. Wish Tama could have seen this.
What, his own cairn? Alright, I think he just has to get in closer and then we can get to a point where you can interact with it. Is it here?
You think we're still above the acid sea?
Grab that. Just trying to move him into a point where this activates, because that's what happened with Marius's one.
Something about this place makes me feel so small.
Let's head back this way. Let's head all the way back this way and see. Ah, so Tama's cairn was just the entrance to the room.
It looks just like Tama's.
Is this Tama? Might be a dead Tama.
Tama. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine.
Well. Yeah, interesting. Let's say that's Tama. He never saw Tama's body, right? He left before Tama died.
I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense?
Well, souls wander the in-between or return to the wheel. This isn't Tama's soul, but perhaps a construct of your memory?
Then why does he look so unfamiliar? I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it.
And then what do you see when you look at this Tama?
I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, or heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger.
Say I'm sorry.
I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that.
And so are you.
You're right. I am. It's like you said. His memory is no longer a burden. For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment, like I'd be letting him go if I did. Now I see I was just holding on to something that was weighing us both down.
Well, there's a difference between letting go and running away.
Better than I could have said it. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain?
An interesting question. Also, I like how Kai is like ride or die with us, but I do wonder if you chose different options through the game, whether he would still follow you. It's an interesting question. Let's say something in between.
I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
Tama's haiku. The hidden heart thirsts, spring beneath the desert. It was always you. Oh, and Tama's gone as well here. Just want to see if there was anything else going on here, but I don't think there is. There's that and that. There's more over here as well. Does this link back through? I think this might link through to the door that we just opened. It does. Alright. That makes sense then. It's an upper path, which is definitely interesting. And an illusion that we can get rid of. Well. Oh. I don't know what we did with that, but I think we started charging whatever that thing is over there. Maybe opening the door to the prison. Maybe this is a very bad idea. Maybe this is a very bad idea indeed. Right. Grab that. Is this Magfolk 4? Yeah. Oh, it's 6. Or 7, sorry. Life is a prayer. I cannot approach God among the noisy companion of the Shimmed. Their false god function deludes them. All their labor is now divine ornanism. I do not think it can bear fruit. Great loops of false prayback now garrote their society. And every day these loops tighten. The exaltation of self-validation accelerates. As the Shimmed improve their talent at falsifying prayback, they render every action holy and godlike and begin to see any choice as an approach to God. They have begun to even seek the Godhead for themselves, whether through the synthesis of divine or through reanimation. Some seek to divide themselves into children, as souls are divided into children. Others seek to congress with the land in a manner of the tree, whether by prosthetic imitation or ritual. I know this is blasphemy, but they no longer know the way towards God from the way that departs God. They have made themselves their own compass, and wherever they turn, the needle always points ahead. A great and rapturous chaos will overtake them once everything is holy. I've gone out into the godless land to seek God in the resumption of my purpose. Some trace of the insisted ones must remain. I will find it. If I cannot find it, I will wait until it finds me. It's the implication that Maj folk is the one that we found out in the world, then. I think it could be. As in that's the one that we found in the middle of the of Galawain's tusks. That makes sense to me. But I noticed that there was something here. Ah, it's there. Alright. It is important to keep an eye out for these extra plants, because we need fruit. Wait, is it here? That must be through the wall then. Oh no, that was one of the things I needed there. Okay, so we're not unlocking anything we shouldn't. Yeah, I can shoot that thing. We still don't have the sarcophagus key, by the way. That's something interesting to point out. I don't know how we would get the sarcophagus key, but we still do not have it. So we cannot open that sarcophagus from earlier. It could be in the earlier zone, I suppose, but keys make a noise, so I don't know where it would be. I don't think we missed loot. Oh! Sneaky little thing. Ow. Ow. Okay, back over here. Hate that. Right, heal. Hit a whole bunch of them. Bounce. Charge lightning. Okay. Well, that was not the way I would have handled that room personally, but
Glad that's over.
yeah, that was annoying. It's got a little trapped in the corner. I should have ran past the skeleton in the other direction. Ooh, things that need to... We got more eggs.
Aye, aye.
And this one as well.
Ready, aim.
And then spiders. No spiders. Okay. Just looking for more eggs if we can spot them. Also looking for the loot if we can spot it. Keep looking for the different bits of loot. It might have dropped through the floor or something somewhere. Or it's over here. Now, I know it says where it is on the map, but sometimes that's not correct because it's actually where the body is. The map marks it as where the body died, I think, usually. Ah, there it is. Wonderful. Right, quick save. Anything else in this room? I don't think so. Oh, yes there is. I don't know if this was a sensible thing, but I feel like leaving the spider eggs on the ceiling seems like a bad idea. Also, why are they hiding the spider eggs all over the place? They're actively hiding the spider eggs now. But there's still no purpose to them. You can still just destroy them because you can. There's been no purpose to the spider eggs all game. Right, so that's the way it wants us to go. This doesn't appear to be the way to get that door to open. Let me just have a look, because we're getting well away from the door now, right? There? Ah. Alright. Unlock the lockbox. We'll have that. Just destroy some of these on the way past. These are also interesting mechanisms. Not sure what to make of them. Wayfinder. Well, we have a new weapon. Full combo attack deals high stun to nearby enemies, greatly increases distance traveled during power attack. The wooden haft of this spear is decorated, or has decorated patterns burnt into its surface, detailing the arduous journey the vanguards of the godless people underwent to first visit the living lands. These explorers faced harrowing trials to find their new homeland for their people, but never did their spirit break even as their bodies failed them. This weapon was carried by the very first godless that set foot onto the living lands. That singular moment of triumph and relief lives on in it forever. Let's get rid of that. Those. Do these weigh anything? I don't think so. Right, and then... There we go. Send them away. And all of them. Wonderful. That's much better. Also, because we found that there, I'm kind of thinking the sarcophagus has to be its own room. We have to go back and have a look. Like, just a quick look at the sarcophagus. We'll see. I might be wrong, but it would seem odd that they would have another bit of, like, major loot all the way over there, and then another bit all the way over here. Oh, 6! We found a shim to replace the missing cameral of the god function, and the shim we found is we. By forming choirs and cloisters in the Silic network, we pray to each other in a way that emulates the sacrament of prayer and prayback. In this way, we surrogate God function. We now live in a society. By the assurance of synthetic prayback, we may ease the discomfort of wandering from our pillars. We gather to raise towers upon which we sit our princes, who are the emanations which most ably emulate prayback. Of them we fashion a new cameral. Yet I feel debased and unwell. We have deviated from God function. We have abandoned the work of altering the world to suit it, and instead we have altered it to suit us. Some say we may now resume approaching God so that we might divine how to resume God function. Some say we must never allow ourselves to contact God, lest we be punished for departing from God function. I've heard it said we must destroy God function so that it cannot assert prayback over our surrogate and shim. When I hear this, I strike my skin as punishment for hearing it. Ah. So, yeah, they lost contact with the gods, and then they lost purpose, and they had to find it themselves. Interesting. Corpses in the ritual circle seem fresh. They had died only, as if they had died only moments before, but their faces eerily distinct and similar, as if created from an incomplete description or distant memory.
What they look like. They're all the same.
Do I hear loot? Thought I heard loot somewhere. I hear like a shimmering. Is there a way back up here? No, you have to go the full way if you want to come back up there. Alright, well. Again, we're just... We could be hearing the sarcophagus through the wall as well. I want to make sure we do a proper search. Not like a little search, a proper search. Ah, alright. Well, there's one other place we need to go then. Before we move on. We have to head back in here and see whether we can find that key on this side. If we can't, well, then I might just leave it, but I want to make sure that we at least give it a shot. I'm not overly worried about what's in there. I don't think what's in there is going to make a huge difference to us as a whole. But I am interested in making sure we have a look. See if there's anything up here. No, there's that, which is usually around when there's a lightning thing to hit. So this needs you to have the sarcophagus key. Huh. And specifically with sarcophagus key. There's no lockpick, there's nothing else. Seeing whether there's any water which is deeper. There's no deep water here. Climb this side. I'm giving it a fair shot to find it, but I don't think it's here. Yeah, I'm trying to hear if there's any other, like, sounds of things. I don't hear any more loot anywhere, fortunately. Thought I'd check in here. It's an area we can crouch into. No, so if it's somewhere, it's either further back or it's further forward. Yeah, because it's not in here either. Right, it's further back or it's further forward. That's what we're going for. And there's nothing we can do about it. We just gotta go on. It does sound like there could be something here, but I think it's just, I think it's the trees. And that's what we can hear. Yeah. I think we can hear some of the plants and things that make a noise. Fortunately. Also, we may have missed one of the orisons, but that might be deliberate. Because we may have missed it because later they're going to like give us the middle bit, say why the gods abandoned them, or what happened right before it. Right. Quick save. Down here. Something we can destroy. Don't need to. Just thought I'd breathe a little bit while we were here. Further in. Alright, that must be ice on the ceiling, I'm assuming. It says that there are things above us, so. Well, that was a pick it up, actually, situation. Why would I need ice to get over here? What are we getting to? We're getting to this. I don't need ice for this. Need ice to move forward from here, though. I'll destroy that. If I find the sarcophagus key at the top here, that's going to be very funny. I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was reasonably funny.
Incredible.
This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
Right, strangled Adra.
What is happening? Does the affliction fester even here? It threatens our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone.
Well, finally, a practical problem. I was worried you'd give me another riddle.
Strange words. Why do they soothe us?
Ooh. We've cleared the strangled Adra. And that cleansed all the strangled Adra across all the regions. So that got us XP, but it didn't get us anything else, right? No, nothing else. Also, while I'm here, mark those as done. Huh. Alright. I was wondering if it would get us something else, but no, I guess just XP is our reward for that. So no extra abilities. We still have one ability yet to get. But maybe there's a section of the game that's after this, like maybe it sends you back to Paradise, at which point you would get another ability from Zappadal or something. And you'd have to deal with Ludwine. Yeah, that's a potential. Oh, I see. This is here. I understand now. Well, that actually makes a lot of sense. This now gives us our way back to the sarcophagus. Right. So that relinks us back to the central bit. I understand. This isn't real water, as in it's not like deep enough that we won't take fall damage. Yep. See, I was just proving that to you there. Alright, what are we fighting? I'll do a little save before we do it. Spirit Mender. So, 20% of your attack damage is restored as essence and gives you essence. Now that is interesting. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting as a piece of equipment for us. I mean, we lose ability cast speed, but you get tankier, probably if when it's upgraded, because it's medium armor. And then, having the attack damage restored as essence encourages us to use our weapon more. Oh. While Adra is not an uncommon component used in crafting weapons and armor, it is rare for it to be the main material. In order to shape such large quantities of Adra, one must possess both the knowledge of the esoteric techniques and surpassing skill to perform them. This breastplate dates back to the days of the most ancient Iguithans, or Ingwithans, when such things were more prevalent. Though long separated from the pillar it originated from, this Adra still suffered with more than enough suffused with more than enough essence for plenty of lifetimes, vastly increasing the wearer's own reserves. I think we keep it as a backup. Yeah, we keep it as a backup, but that's not what we're using as our main. What we meaning? I'm meaning by backup. I'm meaning if we run out of essence restoring things, we're gonna need it. Right. Well, I also guess that this is a good point to end the episode. We haven't quite reached Zappadal, but I'm almost certain we'll reach it next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.